Good morning, FRCC. Today is Tuesday, March 19th. We're on location here at FRCC's annual Spring Fling event. We're going to be speaking to some of the organizers of the event, some of the people participating in the event, to hopefully give everybody a good idea of what's going on today. Welcome to FP News. Did you plan this? You planned this event, right?
I helped plan this event, yeah. I was one of 3 people.
Okay. And what's the purpose of this event?
The purpose of this event is to get our high school senior concurrent enrollment students into campus and get them experiencing what it's like to be a wolf on campus.
Okay. And can you go over quickly all the things going on here?
Yeah, so for the Spring Fling event, we brought in a live band. Their name is the Constant Tourists. We also have 2 large inflatables here. We have a Meltdown, which is sort of like you have to jump over an arm. It's an interactive inflatable. And then we also have hamster balls that you get into and roll around on a track down in the gymnasium. So students get to experience our gym. We also have presentations going on, transfer presentations, how to pay for college presentations. We also have a mini fair here. We have about 7 tables set out with different offices throughout the college, so they get to experience what the different resources they have here with us. Behind us, we have a popcorn bar that I'm replenishing. We also have hot dogs and cotton candy here today, and snow cones. Don't let me forget the snow cones.
Are you happy with how the event's going?
I am. I think we're just talking about having more events like this with this kind of energy is really good for us, and I think it's a better way to bring in high school students than just say, come in, let's do a tour with 2 or 3 people, and there's not really other people around. This way they can connect with all the different faculty constituents and get some real information, and just have a better, more fun environment. And so happy with the energy of it for sure.
Are you happy with how it's going?
Yeah, with every event, you're always nervous if people are going to show up for it. So we've had a really good turnout for this event of current students and the targeted audience of seniors coming in. So it's really good to see new students on campus.
What department is hosting this event?
So this is kind of a partnership between admissions and then my office is Associate Vice President of Enrollment Management. And so it's a partnership between our offices.
Okay. And do you feel like it's gone well?
Yeah, I mean, it's our first time doing it this way and over spring break for Westminster Public Schools. So it's first try, so we've had a good attendance. And it always gets better the more you do something. So we're excited to have a good start and then looking forward to doing it again.
So you are going to do it again next year?
I think so. I think we've had a positive enough a return to want to bring it back again next year and expand it to our Larimer and Boulder County campuses as well.
You are here to promote?
I'm here to promote our journalism, literature, and creative writing classes, including the opportunity to be part of the front page.
Ooh, that's an important opportunity.
Or Howl, our literary magazine. Yep, all sorts of opportunities for students to use their learning in the classroom out in the world like this.
This is computer science, computer information systems, and web development.
Have you gotten a lot of students who are interested?
There's been a few come by and have been interested in probably mostly the computer science area, mostly because they can transfer from Front Range Community College to either CU or CSU or one of the other 4-year schools.
What are you here at this event to promote?
Math and engineering.
Okay. And have you had a lot of students show up?
I've talked to a few. I've only been here like a half hour, but I think we've had a good flow of students.
What are you here to promote?
I am the director of the phlebotomy program. We are a multifaceted phlebotomy program. So we have 3 different sections. We have fall and spring semesters, which run for 15 weeks. And then we have our accelerated summer program, which runs for 10 weeks.
So what are you here to promote?
So I'm here to promote the surgical technology program. It's a 2-year associate's degree of applied science And when you're finished with the program, actually in the fourth semester, final semester, you'll be out in the hospital doing surgery. If you are bare bones, like if it's Christmas and stuff like that, bare bones is going to be the surgeon and the surgical tech up against the field actually working on patients. And then the anesthesiologist and your circulating nurse are going to be the other 4 people, or the other completion of the 4 people besides the patient. So this is actually our student. She was out doing ortho. That is one of our teachers doing a donation, and that is me as a surgical tech. And this one is me as a patient. That's my baby, and this is our student helping deliver my baby. So if that's not the ultimate plug, there's nobody that I trust more than our own students. I requested her.
Yeah, that's not at the school, is it?
That's not at the school, no. That was at Platte Valley.
What are you here to promote?
Yeah, medical assisting profession. So working in a physician's office, if you've ever been into a physician's office, the person who takes you back to do your blood pressure, to do vital signs, to do blood draws, injections, things like that. So we offer a 2-semester program here at Front Range. It's a certificate program, 26 credit hours. So.
And have you had a lot of students that are interested?
I haven't had a ton today, a few, but typically our classes are pretty full, though. Yeah. So, but today we've had a few students stop by. Yeah.
What do you got going on this table here? That's like what's that thing?
This actually is an example of what you can do with programming. I don't have any batteries right now, but you can connect this to a computer, program it to do all sorts of different things, and then change what it does. So, I mean, if you could imagine if this was a bigger scale, you could maybe land this on Mars. That'd take a little more effort.
Right, it'd be a little harder.
Yes. But it's just an example of what can be done.
Right. Okay, cool. And are you happy with how this event has gone?
I think it's gone great so far, and the music's been fabulous. So,
if you like what you're hearing, most of this is original tunes by us, the Constant Tourists. We will be playing at the Larimer Lounge on March 24th, at this Sunday. So, with 2 other bands. So, it should be a fun night. If you're around.
Have you gotten a lot of students at this event?
I've had few students, but they've been very interested. I'd say that I've talked to maybe like 6 or 7 students. But they've all been very, very interested and like want to pursue, especially the co-curricular opportunities like student publications. Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Totally, quality over quantity. Yes.
So this is what phlebotomists normally do. They go in and they draw blood out of the veins so that the doctors can start diagnoses on what exactly is happening with the patient. So everything starts with phlebotomy, no x-rays, no MRIs, anything can get started without blood work first. So we're in charge of all the blood work that gets everything started.
Excuse me, Apollo? How do you, bark, 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 woof, 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 bark. I think that's all we need to know. Thank you very much. And what's this thing going on here?
This is what we do for infant training to teach them how to do vital signs on an infant. So actually, if you watch, I think it's still going. If you watch its chest, it's rising, so you can do respirations. You can take a stethoscope and hear the heart beating. You can do a temperature on the baby and feel some pulses. Oh. So we use a lot of simulation equipment.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And are you happy with how the event has gone?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. Looks like people are having a great time.
Have you had a lot of students come by, show interest?
We've had a few students come by. Some of them see the pictures and they're like, this isn't for me. But that's okay, because you also don't want to get through the entire program and then realize that it isn't for you. In the first semester, we do a field trip to St. Joe's Hospital where you can be in the operating room, see what a surgical tech does. And also, if at that point you realize that you're a little squeamish, that maybe you don't want to get into it, that's a good place to find out.
What's this thing going on here?
This is a student-built robot from the Colorado Space Grant Consortium robotics team from 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
This was our most sophisticated robot we ever had a student team build. And we actually ended up winning at the research symposium.
And have you had a lot of students interested in what's going on?
Actually, most of the students that are interested are the ones that are afraid of the needles.
Oh, yeah.
So once they come over here and they actually start experimenting with the needles, it's not that bad. So they've gotten very interested because it's not that scary.
Do not drop the cups, everybody. Thank you. Good morning, FRCC. I'm here. Today's Tuesday, March 19th, and we're here for hamster balls. They've got these large human hamster balls that people can run around in, and
cameraman is going to be doing the voice here as we've got Seth, our lovely guy, going in the ball. Here he goes.
it's a pretty intense situation in here. Whoa. Whoa.
But he did it.
We're rounding the corner. Oh. 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 Oh my God. Get back under control. Ugh.
Wow, this is so much right now.
I dropped my pens.
That's the sharpest object.
I shouldn't have gone in here with my jacket.
Wow, that seemed like a lot right there. Have you done this before?
No, actually, I have not. I've never done this in my life.
Did you get a little dizzy, maybe felt a little sick?
Yeah, no, I wasn't too dizzy. I wasn't too bad. It was really more, especially when I got going fast. You know, what would happen is I went up, I got up to speed, and then the ball would start going faster than I could run inside the ball. And so the back of the ball would hit me in the back, and I fell over and rolled. And that was a lot of fun.
So do you think once you got the speed and momentum, you were able to control yourself in the ball?
I would say it was pretty easy. I think, to be honest, if you're standing up, if you can stay up, it's very easy to control if you're standing. But if the ball knocks you down and the ball does want to knock you down, then you're out of it and you're just going to be rolling around until you can get up again. And frankly, it's really difficult to move. It's really difficult to move the balls if you're not fully standing, or at least kind of crouching maybe. So that's kind of that's my perspective on that.
So I got one more question.
Yeah.
How do you think today's event went?
Oh my gosh. How did it go? I mean, I think it's really incredible. I think the fact that they got live music, the fact that they had the turnout. I mean, it's hard to get FRCC students to show up to events. So the fact that they were able to get high school students to show up for an enrollment event is really impressive. And I think, they had food there. They had, hot dogs. Normally for events, you've got pizza or other food that doesn't require any equipment. But in this event, they had hot dogs that were rolling on the roller. I think it was really impressive, everything they were able to do. I think almost the most impressive part is almost they're doing it until 6 p.m., which is just wild. But I think that's really valuable because, there's a lot of people who can go to an event who might miss it because they just don't have time. But if it goes until 6 p.m., then they'll probably have time. Today is still Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. Thank you for watching FP News. I've been your host, Seth Chancho.